Are you thinking about moving to Colorado and you possibly have maybe a family, or you're planning on having a family? You just want to know what the best school districts in Colorado are, or at least in the Denver metro area? Well, that's exactly what this video is for. Let's get started. Hi there, Christy Lee here, and I am a local real estate agent in the state of Colorado, but more importantly, I am a native of Colorado. If you're new to my channel, all of my videos are catered to my most favorite places to live and to visit, and they really are catered to help you move to this area. If that's something that interests you, please click that subscribe button right there. That way you are notified every time I have a new video. Now, as much as I love making these videos for you, I love helping you more. So if you do need my assistance, please reach out to me. My contact information is right there, and I'd love to talk with you and see how I can help. All right, so today I'm going to be talking about the top 5 school districts in the Denver metro area. And this really does, sit close to me because I do have a little 4-year-old who is in school as well. So obviously I do want to make sure that he is in a great school district, as well as anybody who moves here. So I compiled a list of the top 5. They did come from niche.com. So if you are interested in looking into this on your own, just look them up, niche.com, niche.com, and you'll be able to find this information as well. But I'm going to start from number 5 and work my way down to number 1. And right now I'm going to start with Jefferson County. So Jefferson County is ranked number 5, and it's located, actually, I grew up in Jefferson County, so I did graduate from Jefferson County School, so I do feel like I turned out just fine. So it is a great school district, and it is located more on the western slope of the state. So you're going to be looking at places like Arvada, Golden, Wheat Ridge, parts of Lakewood, Evergreen, kind of all of that area over there on pretty much I-70 and C-470, kind of all over there. And it is a really, really great location for people who like to, say, go up to the mountains quite a bit, or even head into Boulder for that matter, because parts of Arvada, you can head out to Boulder very, very easily. So if you're somebody who works out in Boulder but wants to live in Arvada and be part of Jefferson County Schools, that would be a great location for you as well. People who, possibly work in Denver, this is a great location for you as well, just because of where it's located on the western slope. Now, Jefferson County, again, is ranked number 5. They are well known for their sports, their academics. They are, I believe the last time I checked was, they're ranked A- according to niche.com, but from teacher to student ratio, it's 17 students per 1 teacher. So that's great. That your kiddos are getting, a great education, and it's not overwhelmed by, there's so many people within each class. I hear of some classes that have like 30 people, 35 people, students in the class. Jefferson County is known for having right around roughly 17, which is great for your kiddos. And again, it's just a great location if you're somebody who loves the outdoors and loves to experience being outside and close to the mountains, because that's exactly where Jefferson County is. Now, price point on this area is going to be a little bit higher, just mainly because you are on the western slope. So places like Golden, Evergreen, and even Arvada, parts of Arvada for that matter, are going to be on a little bit higher price point than some of the other areas, of course. So just kind of look into that depending on where you want to live. Some of those locations will just be a little bit more, just mainly just because you're close to the mountains. I mean, that's just what it is, but you are going to be in a great school district. Okay, so number 4 on the list is going to be Douglas County. And so that's going to actually be more on the southern side of Denver. And we're talking areas like Highlands Ranch, Parker, Castle Rock, Lone Tree, parts of Centennial. And it's going to be, on the southern side of I-25, out to Castle Rock, of course. Now, Douglas County is really, really known for the athletics. So if you have a kiddo who is really into sports, Douglas County is definitely going to be something that you should definitely look into. I love the location of Douglas County mainly because a lot of it is located right off of C470, E470, but as well as I-25. So depending on where you work as a parent, if you're a commuter and you need to go downtown Denver, or even if maybe you work in Castle Rock, these areas are going to be really, really great areas for you to live in. And then they're actually really great value too, in my opinion. So like Highlands Ranch, Parker, you can get, a great house for mid 600s. And that's going to be a little bit newer for sure, other than Jefferson County, because a lot of Jefferson County is going to be a little bit older. I should have mentioned that. Jefferson County, a lot of their houses are going to be a little bit older. There's not a huge overflow of like new build homes out in that area. But if you want something a little bit newer and still in a great school district, Parker for sure it's going to be great. Highlands Ranch is still building a little bit. Castle Rock is building like crazy. And then you get all these amazing houses with amazing views. I should mention that, even though a lot of it, like Parker is going to be on the east side of I-25, but in a great school district. So I highly recommend checking out Douglas County if you want to be on the southern side of Denver, just because it is a great school district, great housing, and just like a lot of stuff going on in this area. It's continually growing. So Southeast Aurora is part of Southeast Aurora is part of Douglas County as well. And it's growing like crazy. So Parker, Southeast Aurora, you have a lot of infrastructure going up in these areas. So it's just going to continue to grow. So you can invest in these areas and just know that if you live there, you're going to get your bang for your buck, especially if you end up moving down the line, selling your house. People are just naturally gravitating toward this area just because it is so much newer. You get a lot, more bang for your buck right now, and it is in a great school district. Number 3 on my list is actually Littleton School District. And what makes Littleton School District so unique is that Littleton obviously is a city just outside of Denver, and it actually has its own school district opposed to the other ones that I'm mentioning where they combine a bunch of different cities to make one school district. Littleton actually has its own. So it actually serves 28 square miles, and a majority of that is in Littleton, but actually a little bit of Centennial is put into there as well, and a little bit of Greenwood Village. So while it's a majority of Littleton, there is little bit of just these couple other things, couple other cities that do kind of push into Littleton School District. But overall, to have it be ranked number 3 in the Denver metro area is pretty phenomenal because it is its own little school district, and they are so highly ranked. So they are known for, great academics for sure. They actually are known for one of the highest in safety. Definitely look into that for sure. Get your own statistics on that, but they are known for that as well, according to niche.com, of course. And over in Littleton, so Littleton as a whole is going to be located about southwestern side of Denver, and it's a great location mainly because you're right off of C470, so you're able to again access those mountains. And then you also do have very, great access to Denver too. So you're going to have the light rail available to you. You have, what's really cool about Littleton is that you still have like a little downtown district and, a lot of amazing views, really great neighborhoods out in that area. And you really do kind of feel like you're in the mountains in some of these areas like King Carl and Roxborough Park. All of those areas, it really feels like you're really in the heart of the mountains, yet you still have this amazing school district that's literally their own that feeds right there into the city. One thing I will say about the Littleton area is that those homes are going to be quite a bit older. They don't have a whole lot of new construction in this area. So if you're somebody who really does gravitate more towards, say, mid-century or 80s and 90s type style of homes, Littleton is going to be a great location for you, mainly just because that's really what they offer. There's a lot of mature trees. There's a lot of older construction. And then they do have, a lot of, amenities as well. They have, malls and shopping, great restaurants, just depending on where you're going to be at too. But for the most part, Littleton is a great area. It's a great location, great school district. And then, like I said, if you're over in Green Valley, Greenwood Village and parts of Centennial, you might still feed into the Littleton School District as well. Again, just depending on which location you are in those other areas. Number 2 on the list is Cherry Creek School District. And Cherry Creek is one of the most well-known one outside of the next one that I'm going to talk to you about. And Cherry Creek School District is going to incorporate pretty much Greenwood Village, which I just mentioned a little bit about Littleton. So it's going to incorporate Greenwood Village, Southeast Aurora, parts of Denver, Inglewood, all of those areas. And it's a really, really, it's not prestigious, but kind of, when people think about Cherry Creek, they kind of have this mentality of what Cherry Creek is. So when people move here, they obviously want school districts, great school districts, but also in a great area. And you are absolutely going to get that in Cherry Creek School Districts. Cherry Creek School Districts is actually known as the best as far as athletics are concerned. It's going to be this school district as well as one of the best places to work for teachers. They want to be in the school district. It's about 16-to-1 ratio for students to teachers, which is amazing as well. This location is going to be a little bit more populated, I guess you could kind of say, a little bit more grown, more things going on in this particular area, especially Greenwood Village. Greenwood Village is right off of I-25, and it's going to be, a lot older as far as homes are concerned, a little bit more dense in this area. And then Southeast Aurora is where I've already talked about with parts of Douglas County, where it's just growing. There's a lot of, growth out there, a lot of new homes out there. Now, the thing with Cherry Creek School District, and it's just pretty much well known in general, is that it's going to be a little bit more expensive to live in these areas. So the average house in these particular areas are going to roughly be $800,000 to $900,000. But you are going to be in a great location. You are going to be in a great school district. But do know it's going to be a little bit more dense. So it's going to be the type of lifestyle that you're going to be wanting to live in. So, there's just a lot more, maybe more traffic, definitely a lot of things to do. You're going to have the light rail accessibility right there. And then again, like I said, older houses, depending on the area you're going to have. Cherry Creek Reservoir is going to be right there too. So if you're somebody who likes to, head over to the lake and, walk around the lake and do those kind of activities, that's going to be located right here in Cherry Creek's school district. Cherry Creek Reservoir is going to be right there. So yeah, it's an amazing school district. Highly check it out. If you want more of that Denver, not so much downtown Denver. I don't want to misconstrue that. It's definitely not downtown Denver. But it's just going to be a little bit more more developed, more condensed. You know, if you want that type of lifestyle, maybe a little bit older house, again, depending on which area, definitely check out this particular, you know, school district as well. And the number one school district in the Denver metro area is Boulder Valley School District. So this is a school district that I personally am a part of, and it's ranked number one in Denver, or actually in Colorado in general. Boulder Valley School District does take into account more than just the city of Boulder. So it actually takes into account Superior, Louisville, Lafayette, parts of Erie, parts of Longmont, Lyons, Nederland, Niwot, all of that kind of northwestern kind of side of Denver, heading out towards Boulder. Now they are ranked number one, obviously in the state. We are great for academics, athletics, just pretty much overall, and mainly just people who live in this area or who want to be part of this school district or wanting a different type of lifestyle as well. So you want to be close to Boulder, you want to be close to the mountains. That's really the type of, you know, people who gravitate towards this particular school district. It will be definitely more expensive. Boulder as a whole is going to be more expensive than really the Denver metro area or anywhere surrounding it in general. So just kind of note that. But you definitely don't have to live in Boulder to be part of this school district. So you can move outside of Boulder, save a little bit of money, and still be part of this amazing school district. Now, one thing I will say about the Boulder Valley School District is that I do have a lot of people contact me because either they have kiddos or whatever who are dealing with something that's a little bit more, you know, on the liberal side of, I should say, of politics or the way you want to view some things. And so people do gravitate towards this particular school district because they are a little bit more accepting on some things when it comes to, you know, values or whatever you want to get into, but they are a little bit more accepting on that. So just kind of note that, where Boulder Valley is going to be a little bit more liberal than, say, Douglas County. So depending on where you are on that spectrum, just kind of note that. But as an overall school district, Boulder Valley is going to be ranked number one. Now, that being said, all 5 of these school districts are absolutely amazing, and you really truly can't go wrong with choosing any of them. So it's really just going to come down to what type of lifestyle you want to live, where you want to live in the Denver metro area, what fits you and your family the best. If you don't have a family yet, these are still things that you should probably be considering, because if you move into one of these homes and then you want to sell it or rent it down in the future, you're absolutely going to want to know what school districts you're in and if it's good and if people want to live in those particular areas. So definitely do your research prior to buying. Reach out to me anytime if you do have any questions regarding any of these 5 school districts or any of the other ones in general, because obviously we have a bunch. Remember to click that subscribe button right there. That way you are notified every time I have a new video. And then to the next video, take care.